Good morning, dear students. So today we are going to do the remaining part of the chapter 2, chapter 3, that is the large numbers. And in the last class we have discussed about few of the things like especially the 8-digit number. So how to write an 8-digit number, how to read it, and the place value of the 8-digit number. So that we have explained. Fine. And moreover, we have discussed about the Indian system and the international system of numeration. That means how to write a large number, say 8-digit or 9-digit number in Indian system and how it is written in international system. So that thing we have discussed. Fine. So students, let us go ahead with the next topic, that is please take out the page number 39. In page number 39, you can see it is given I apply. The next topic, that is 3.1, it is given that we use the concept of the place value to compare numbers, and number 2, arrange numbers in the ascending and descending order. So now we are going to discuss basically two things, that is how to compare numbers and how to arrange them in ascending and descending order. Now students, let us first go ahead with the comparing numbers. Comparing. So students, comparing of any number, say suppose if I give you two number and you have to compare that which one. Comparing means what? First of all, comparing means to write down which one is greater and which one is the smaller one. That is to compare. Now to compare two numbers, you have to see there are basically three rules are there. Fine. So first rule is what? That you have to see the number of digits. That is number of digits. That means suppose there are two numbers given. If any of the number have less number of digits and other one have more number of digits, so obviously the number which have the more digits, that will be the greater one. For example, say let us take this two numbers. So this number and this number we need to compare. If you see first that you need to count the number of digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here it is how many? It is having 6 digits. And if you count here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it has how many? It has 5 digits. So students, by looking at the number of digits, we can easily say that which one is greater and which one is smaller here. Of course, which have the greater digit, greater number of digits, that will be the greater one. So obviously this one will be the greater one. And this symbol, students, I think you know how to use this because we were using it from the lower classes also. This means this number is greater than this one. Now the opening part should be towards the greater number always. Please remember that. Fine. That means this one, the closing part should be always towards the smaller number. That is how we can represent. No need to then say also that this number, no need to write in sentences that this number is greater or this number is smaller. Now students, let us go for the second rule. The first rule is clear. It is very easy. You need to see number of digits. Which have the greater number of digits, that number will be the greater one. Now let us go for the second rule. Second rule says that if suppose sometimes you may get a situation like this, that there will be two numbers and both the numbers have same number of digits. Then what we have to do? Says let's take one example. Say here also you can see how many digits are here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So both of the numbers have now 5 digits. Now when they have 5 digits, you cannot decide by just looking at the number of digits because they are equal, 5. So what we have to do, we have to go ahead with the extreme left digit. You see the extreme left digit, student. Now suppose they are same. If I change this, say if this 3, I will make it as say suppose 5. Now you can clearly see that if you see the extreme left hand side, that is the highest place. You can say highest place, ones, tens, 100, 1000, 10,000. That means this both of the number have the highest place, that is the 10,000. So you have to see the 10,000 place digit. Now 10,000 place digit, it is here 3 and it is here 5. Now students, obviously we know what will be the place value of this 3 here, it will be 30,000, and what will be the place value of this 5, it will be 50,000. So which one will be greater? Of course 50,000 will be greater. Or indirectly you can also say one thing, here it is 3, here it is 5. If you don't go by the place value, normally it is by place value only it is greater. But if you think directly one thing, that is which digit is greater, 3 or 5? Of course 5 is greater than 3 and both are in the same place, that is in the 10,000 place. So you have to say that this number will be greater because it has 5 in the 10,000 place and it has 3 in the 10,000 place. So this is the rule number 2. That means you need to, if the number of digits are same, then you have to go to the extreme left digit or the highest place of that particular number. Okay. Now let us go for the third rule. So here we can say need to check the extreme left digit if number of digits are equal. So this is the second rule. If the number of digits are equal, then you have to check the extreme left digit, then you will be understanding that which one is greater and which one is smaller. Fine. Now let us go for the third rule. Third rule means that will be the final rule. Now the third rule says that if suppose sometimes what happens, you may get a situation like they have same number of digits and the extreme left digit is also same, then what we have to do? Let us take an example. Say I am writing one number. Say these two number I am taking. Now here students, you see here also it is 5 digit number, here also it is having 5 digit number. So obviously we cannot go ahead by the rule number 1. Fine, let us go to rule number 2 now. Rule number 2 says that if the number of digits are equal, then we have to see the extreme left digit. Now here if you see the extreme left digit, it is 5 here also and it is also 5 here. Now again the situation cannot be decided here. That means the situation like this, you cannot decide by the rule number 2 also. Now the rule number 3 comes here. That is, if the extreme left digits are also equal, then you have to go to the next position or next place. That is, it is 10,000 position. Now go to the thousands place. That is, what is in the thousands place? 2 here, and here it is how many? How much? It is 4. Now students, 2 and 4. Which one will be greater? Obviously this 2 means it is 2000, this 4 means it is 4000 as per the place value. So obviously 4000 is greater than 2000, or indirectly I can say that 4, the digit 4 is greater than the digit 2. So that means this number will be the greater one out of this 2 number. Fine. So if suppose the situation may be again same, if suppose the 10,000 place is also same, suppose here it is also 2, here it is also 2, then what we have to do? Then the thing is, you have to continue the same process. That means you need to shift to the next digit now. That is the hundreds place. So if the hundreds place is different, then you can easily understand or decide that this will be greater and this will be smaller. So students, these are the 3 basic rules to compare any number. Now I have given you an example of 5 digit number. Now that same thing can be applied for 6 digit, 7 digit, 8 digit, 9 digit. Fine. Okay. So now let us see one thing, that is about comparing numbers. Now let us go ahead with the you can say the next part, that is the arranging. Now student, arranging. If I say arranging means there will be 2 type of arrangement. Okay, that means now it is arranging, or you can say ordering also. Arranging or ordering, both can be said, it is the same thing. Now arranging or ordering, students, we know there are 2 types of order when we arrange or order numbers. That is, one is called ascending and another one is descending. So these 2 are the basic, you can say, arrangement of any number. Now suppose there are two numbers, then to ascending, descending also can be done. But basically when you are asked to arrange number, it will be given more than 2 numbers. It will be given 4 number or 5 numbers together, so that you can arrange this thing easily. Now ascending means what? It is small to large, and descending means what? Large to small. So student, please be specific about these two particular order, because in exam I have seen in the last year or in the previous years, student actually know that is what is ascending and what is descending order. Everybody, if I ask you right now what is ascending and descending, you will definitely say ascending means small to large and descending means larger to smaller. But in exam what happens, there are some confusion or maybe some kind of other things going on in your mind. Because of that, what you do, when the question was about ascending order, students, many of the students do descending order. That means they arrange them in descending. And suppose if descending is there, then many of the students give that in ascending. So these are the two things happens actually. Fine. So students, please be careful about that. Okay. So we should not go ahead by those confusions as of students. That is the thing that we have just discussed. That is about ascending and the descending order. Fine. Now students, ascending and descending order, already we have done it so many times earlier also. That is in class 3 also, class 4 also. So let us go ahead with the some of the examples. It's the same thing that we have done before. Only the thing is that the numbers will be large this time. That means the numbers will be say 7 digit, 8 digit, 9 digit number. That type of numbers will be given to arrange in either ascending or either in descending order. Fine. So let us see that in example, student, you can say first if you say page number 40. In page number 40, it's about example number 2 is given. That is, fill in the blanks with the symbol that is number 2 and number A and B. Now that means we need to put the symbol, means we need to compare. That means which one is greater and which one is smaller. So students, you can see in the example 2, it is given that the numbers already given and the periods has been given according to the Indian system, because you can see 3 digit, then 2 digit, 2 digit, like that. So it is given in Indian system. Now let us see the number of digits first. How many number of digits in number A in both the numbers? That is, first it is say 3 to 5 to 7, 8, and here 3 to 5 to 7, 8. That means both are having 8 digits. So number 1 rule cannot be followed here. So we have to follow the second rule. That means we need to see the extreme left digit. Now you see extreme left digit, it is having 2. On the right hand side, it is having 1. Now which one is greater? Of course 2 will be greater. So that means the first number will be greater. So the symbol will be this one. Opening part should be towards the right hand side. That means I will just show you. That means it is 2, 3, 9, 4, 8, 1, 3, 7 and 1, 3, 9, 4, 8, 1, 3, 7. So if you see, if you put the commas, so like this, now we need to see that both are having 8 digits. So that means you have say 3 to 7, say 8 digits are there. So both having 8, so we have to see the extreme left now. 2 and 1, which one is greater? 2 is greater. So that means this number will be greater than the second one. So similarly, you can compare the second one also. In the second one, students, you can say both are equal, because both are the same numbers are given. Because 4, 1, 1, 4, 4, 1, 1, 4, 1. And the right hand side also you can see, if number of digits are same, then you have to go by the second rule and third rule. The second rule, third rule, if you follow like that, you will say that all the digits are same only. So that means they will be equal. Now in the page number 41, student, let us come for the example, that is arrange the given numbers in the ascending and descending order. So there are 5 numbers given, and we need to say that which one is like ascending means smaller to larger we have to arrange, and then descending also. So they have shown you according to the place value chart. But student, in exam it will be very difficult for you to draw a place value, then after that you putting the digits, so it will be difficult for you, or it will be time taking. So you should learn how to do it without the place value chart drawing. Fine. So let us take the example, and just I will explain to you how to do it. Say let us let us take the numbers, that is 583 48975 143 27818, then 5712 4721, and finally 23187 Now I have written all the numbers, but student, you can see one thing clearly here. Out of these 4 numbers, in no number the periods has been placed. So it is your first work is to put the periods first. That means the period, and we will do it since it is not asked us, that is in the question it is not mentioned anything how to do it. So definitely we will do it by the Indian system. Fine. So if we put the values like Indian system, the commas, so this is one number. First of all, you see these are the numbers. Fine. Now let us put the commas. So first 3 place, then 2 2, first 3 place 2 2, then first 3 place, then 2 2, and here also 3 place 2 2. Fine. Now let us first go by the rule number 1. Rule number 1 says that we need to count the number of digits first. We need to check first that one. So let us check. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 8 digit. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 8 digit. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 8 digit. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 8 digits. So that means all of the number have 8 digits. So we cannot go by the rule number 1 because the number of digits are same. We need to go by the next rule now. Next rule means we need to see the extreme left because all are having extreme left digit in the same position. Fine. And what is that position? 1 tens 100, 1000 10,000, 1 lakh 10 lakh, 1 crore. That means all the extreme left digits are in the 1 crore place. So this is having 5, this is having 1, this is having 5 again, and this is having 2. Okay. Now students, we need to compare. This 5 and this 5 are same. So we cannot decide that out of these two which one is greater and smaller. Let us go for the ascending order first. Okay. So 5 and 5 they are greater. Why? Because 1 and 2 are smaller. So which one out of this circled digit, which digit is the smallest one? 1 is the smallest one. So that means this number will be the smallest one. So let us write down that one. That is, and now I am writing ascending order. So this will be the smaller one. 1 4 3 2 7 8 1 8. So this number will be the smallest one. Second smallest number will be this one. Why? Because it has 2 in the extreme left. So it will be, so how I will put the symbol now? Like this. Because this is the smallest, so the closing part will be towards this number, opening part towards this side. So this will be the next larger one. 2 3 1 8 7 5 4 2. Now 2 we have already decided. Now let's see this first one and the third one, because both of them have 5 5 in their extreme left place, that is the crores place. So now please go ahead with the next digit, because 5 5 they are same, we cannot decide. So we have to go by the 10 lakhs place. Now it is having 8, it is having 7. Now which one is the next? Will be this one will be the greatest one, that means, and this one will be smaller than that. So that means this number will come here, that is 5 7 1 2 4 7 2 1. And finally this one will be the greatest one, that is 5 8 3 4 8 9 7 5. So students, this is the exact you can say ascending order of the 4 numbers. Fine. Now how to arrange them in descending order? It's very easy, students. You just reverse the order. That means this will come here and the first one will come at the last. That is, descending order is actually the reverse of the ascending order, or you can say ascending order is the reverse of the descending order. So if you have found out any order, either ascending or either descending, so you can easily find out the other one, because you have to just reverse it. That means if I have to write now the descending order, so what will come? This will come here at the first place, that is 5 83,489,75. Now the symbol will be changed. Since it is reversed, the greatest one is this one, so the opening part will be toward this side. Then this will come, that is 571,24721. Then next one will be this one, 231,87542. And finally the last one, that is the smallest one, 143,27818. So this will be the, you can say, descending order of this particular numbers. Fine. So students, this we have done without making the place value chart, because that method is not practical. You will not be able to use that method in exam. I know that, because if you are able to do it also, it will take lots of time. So there will be less time will be remaining in your hand if you are going to do that in that process which is given in the textbook. But that is better to understand. But when you will do in exam, please follow this one, so that the time duration to solve this match will be less. Fine. Okay. Now some other examples are there. Say example 4 is there in the page number there. The population of town A is this much, and then that town B is this much. Which town has more population? So this is a question of comparing. So you need to find out that this and this number, which one is smaller and which one is the greater one. So if you know, I already have explained how to do it. Solution is also given. So accordingly you can find it out. Example 5 is about the name and some of countries and their populations given. Now you need to write down in those numbers, that is, use this information to answer the question that follow in the Indian system of numeration. They already said that commas are given or periods are given in the Indian system. Now you have to answer the following question. That is number A. What is the population of Afghanistan? Write in the figure. Write the figure in words. Now Afghanistan, already the figure is given. You need to write that in word. That is, you can say number D. So it will be definitely how much. If you count by the periods, 1 tens 100, 1000 10,000, 1 lakh 10 lakh, and 1 crore. So it is 2 crore 91 lakhs 17,000. That is the number name of that population of Afghanistan. What is the population of Egypt? So Egypt, if you see, it is how much? It is 7 crore 88 lakhs 48,000. And finally, which country has more population, Australia or Canada? Now Australia and Canada you need to compare. Both have the highest place still. So you can say here it is 3 lakhs, but here it is given 83 lakhs. So obviously which one will have more? So obviously it will be 83 lakhs will be more. So that means the population of Australia, the Canada has more population because it is in crore. Sorry. So that is given 3 crore 42 lakhs 7,000, and it is given 83 lakhs. So obviously crore is greater than lakhs, so 3 crore will be more than 83 lakhs. So that's why the Canada has more population. This type of question basically it is given in exam, students. So please be careful. This type of exam we have seen frequently. It comes, last year also it came in the exam, that they will give you the number of they will give name of the countries and population, and you need to arrange them in ascending or find out like this, or they will ask you to write down the number name in international system or in Indian system, like that. So these are some frequent questions comes in exam in IMAX paper. Fine. Now there in 42 page number there is one more topic, that is I explore horse is given. So let us discuss that also, because these are little bit different type of questions. Now I explore horse means it is little bit you have to think about before doing it. Example 6 given. What is the sum of the place values of the digit 7 in the number? Now the number has given like this: 7, then 9, 8, then 0, 6, and 724. So the periods has been given according to the Indian system. So let us first read the number. Okay, 1 tens 100, 1000 10,000, then it is 1 lakh, 10 lakh, and crore. So 7 crore 98 lakhs 6,724 is the number name. We need to find out the sum. Sum means what? We have to plus, we have to add. What we have to add? The place value of the digit 7. Now students, this 7 has a different place value, this 7 has a different place value. This 7 is in which place? It is in the crores place. So the place value of 7 will be 7 crore. So it will be So it will be 70 will come with 7. So 1 tens 100, 1000, 10,000, 1 lakh, 10 lakh, then 1 crore. So that means this is 7 crore. So place value of the first 7 is 7 crore. Then we need to add the place value of the next 7. That is, this is in the hundreds place. So it will be 700. 7 into 100, 700. Now finally you need to add. So it will be 7 crore 700. So that will be the answer of this question. Fine. Next, example 7. What is the difference between the place value and face value of the digit 5 in the number? Now this is a different question again. So the number is given 2560017. Now students, if you see this, that we need to find out the difference. Now it is not about sum, it is about difference. Now difference means what, student? Difference means to subtract. We need to find out the place value of 5 and face value of 5, and then we need to subtract it. Now place value, if I say 5, what will be the place value of 5 of this digit? 1 tens 100, 1000, 10,000, 1 lakh, 10 lakhs. That means 5 is in the 10 lakhs place, that is, it is 50 lakhs. So we have to write how many places, how many zeros will come? There will be 6 zeros come. Let's count 1 tens 100, 1000, 10,000, 1 lakh, 10 lakh. So it is 50 lakhs. So the place value of 5 is 50 lakh. Now I have to subtract the face value of this 5. Now what will be the face value of 5? I already said face value is the digit itself. You no need to multiply anything. That means the face value of 5 will be 5 only. Fine. And you need to finally subtract it. So when you will subtract it, what answer you will get? That is already given. See, 4999995. So that means this is 499,900. That is 49,99,995. That you will get as a difference. Fine. So student, these are some hot questions which actually it may come in exam. So please go ahead with these questions properly also. Now students, only one topic will be left, and that is about the Roman numerals. Now Roman numerals, students, we will not do today. Roman numerals we will discuss by Monday. Today I am sending you this video because I already said that we need to cover the syllabus little bit early because there will be PT1 exam. So for that I am just taking the MindSpark days also as a class, and you can say by 10 o'clock, suppose you are not able to finish the video before 10 o'clock, no problem, you can pause it till there and you can see afterwards also, because it will be saved in the YouTube. You have the link already. When at 10 o'clock you start the MindSpark worksheet. Fine. So the MindSpark worksheet, when I will assign at 10 o'clock. So at 10 o'clock you first do the MindSpark thing. Then after that, at your convenient time, you can see the rest of the video and do the remaining things. Fine. Since it is a MindSpark class, student, so that's why I will not give any homework today. Okay, just go through the explanation part properly about this comparing and arranging numbers. Fine. So let us meet on Monday, and then we will go ahead with the Roman numeral concept. Thank you.